Welcome to this week's Jog with Jason. Guys, last week we had some big news that the Fed cut interest rates by a quarter. All right, so I get lots of phone calls this week. Hey, what's up with my mortgage rates? Are the mortgage rates going down? So I want to explain to you what's up with interest rates and the economy, how that works, okay? So first of all, the Fed did cut the rates by a quarter, okay? What that means is the prime rate or the Fed funds cut their rates by a quarter. That's not necessarily mortgage rates, okay? This affects more your home equity line of credits, your car loans, your credit card bills. Those are all short-term money, okay? Mortgage interest rates are more long-term money, and they're affected by bonds and what's called mortgage-backed securities, okay? So regardless, there is a correlation. It's not direct, hey, the mortgage rates drop down, so it trickles down, if you will, to mortgage-backed securities. And so the Fed chairman gets up and he says, hey, we're gonna cut these rates for the first time in a long time. We're gonna cut it a quarter. And but he also stated, hey, we feel like we're gonna do this one time and we're done. So that's not what the mortgage rate interest market wanted to hear. That's not what the bonds and mortgage-backed securities wanted to hear. So it didn't really work that way. A lot of the stuff was already priced in as well too. So there wasn't a big drop, okay, from that announcement. So the thing that did mess around with rates and lower rates a little bit was Donald Trump's statement after the Fed cut the rates that he was going to have a 10% increase in tariffs on China. And you're like, well, what does that have to do with anything, right? But think about it, all right? So if there's going to be a 10% increase tariff on goods from China, that costs businesses more to manufacture things. They make less profit. So that can factor into it. And then the stock market was down as well too, all right? So when people pull money out of the stock market, they put it into the bond market, which helps mortgage rates, which that is what pulled the rates down just slightly, okay? So I say all that not to confuse you, but to know that there's a lot involved, okay? And the rates haven't gone down all that much, but they are in a good range for you. I think they're within a half a point or so from all-time low interest rates. So it is a good time to either refinance now, or if you're looking to purchase, I do think they're going to stay low for the end of the year and maybe the first quarter. But once the election comes, no one knows what's going to go on, okay? So if you have any questions, if you want some more information on interest rates, or just want to be even more confused, call me at 281-882-8888.